They killed the Lincoln Town Car in 2011. They killed the Mercury Grand Marquis the same year. They killed the Pontiac G8, the Ford Crown Victoria, and the civilian Chevrolet Caprice. 5 American cars that millions of Americans drove, trusted, and refused to stop asking for. All discontinued. None replaced. This video names all 5, shows you why they were killed, and explains why Americans are still searching for clean examples 15 years later. The discontinuation of these vehicles was not driven by customer demand. It was driven by manufacturer strategy, fleet economics, and regulatory pressure that pushed American automakers out of the categories that defined American driving for 50 years. The buyers who wanted these cars never stopped wanting them. The manufacturers simply stopped making them. The gap between what American drivers actually want and what American manufacturers actually produce has never been wider than it is right now, and these 5 vehicles are the clearest evidence of that gap. The first vehicle is the Lincoln Town Car, discontinued in 2011. It was built on the Ford Panther platform with body-on-frame construction, a 4.6-liter V8, and rear-wheel drive. It was the last true American luxury sedan that belonged entirely to the owner. The Town Car was not discontinued because customers stopped buying it. Ford decided the luxury market had shifted to crossovers and SUVs, and the Panther platform no longer fit that strategy. Livery services, airport transportation fleets, and private operators across the country bought every clean town car they could find in the years immediately after discontinuation, and they are still buying them now. Clean examples today sell between $15,000 and $30,000. The buyers acquiring them are not nostalgic. They are operators who understand that no current American vehicle performs the same function at the same total cost of ownership. 15 years after production ended, the Lincoln Town Car remains the vehicle American livery operators actually want. The second vehicle is the Mercury Grand Marquis, discontinued in 2011. It rode on the same Panther platform as the Town Car, with the same 4.6-liter V8 engine and the same body-on-frame construction. This was the car every grandparent in America drove. The car parked at every church, every retirement community, every family reunion for 3 decades. Ford did not just discontinue the Grand Marquis in 2011, they discontinued the entire Mercury brand in 2010. An American automotive division that had existed since 1938 was dissolved as a corporate strategic decision, and the Grand Marquis went with it. Clean examples today sell between $8,000 and $22,000. The owners still driving them refuse to replace them because nothing in the current American market replicates what they had. A full-size, rear-wheel drive, body-on-frame American sedan at a reasonable price point no longer exists. Mercury Grand Marquis owners figured that out before the rest of the market did. The third vehicle is the Ford Crown Victoria, discontinued for civilian production in 2007 and for fleet production in 2011. The Crown Victoria was the most recognizable American sedan of the last 30 years. Police departments, taxi fleets, and private owners bought this car in numbers that made it a fixture of the American road from coast to coast. When Ford announced fleet discontinuation in 2011, police departments across the country began stockpiling used Crown Victorias because nothing Ford offered as a replacement performed the same role at the same cost. Today, clean civilian examples are nearly impossible to find at any price. The ones that do appear sell between $10,000 and $25,000, and they sell quickly. American drivers did not stop wanting the Crown Victoria. Ford simply stopped offering it. That decision has been remembered. The fourth vehicle is the Pontiac G8, discontinued in 2009, a rear-wheel drive V8 American sedan that, for a brief window, gave American buyers access to a genuine performance sedan at a reasonable price point. The G8 was not killed because it failed in the market. It was killed because the Pontiac brand itself was killed. General Motors entered bankruptcy in 2009 and eliminated the Pontiac division as part of the restructuring. The G8, along with every other Pontiac model, was discontinued as collateral damage. Clean examples today sell between $25,000 and $40,000. A car that sold new for approximately $30,000 is now appreciating 15 years after production ended because no current American vehicle offers the same combination of attributes at the same price. The buyers who purchased a G8 before Pontiac disappeared are holding on to them. The buyers trying to find one now are paying a premium for the privilege. The fifth vehicle is the Chevrolet Caprice. Civilian production ended in 1996. Fleet production for police departments continued until 2017 on an imported Australian platform. For 40 years, the Caprice was the full-size American sedan that defined American police and taxi service. Body-on-frame construction, V8 engine, rear-wheel drive. It was the vehicle that backed up every American television cop show and every American taxi stand from the 1970s through the 1990s. General Motors discontinued civilian Caprice production in 1996 and announced the 96 model year as the final civilian production run. 30 years later, the full-size, rear-wheel drive, body-on-frame American sedan at a reasonable price point has not returned. No American manufacturer offers one. Clean 1996 Caprices today sell between $15,000 and $35,000, which is more than they sold for new in inflation-adjusted dollars. The market that existed for the Caprice did not disappear. The Caprice did. These five vehicles share characteristics that no currently produced American vehicle replicates. Four of the five were built on body-on-frame platforms that could outlive any unibody crossover produced today. All five were rear-wheel drive, which offers handling and service characteristics the American market has largely abandoned. All five carried V8 engines that American drivers grew up associating with American driving. All five offered full-size interior space that no current American vehicle provides at a comparable price point. The American market for these attributes did not disappear. American manufacturers simply decided to stop serving it. The discontinuations happened for three reasons. Regulatory pressure on fuel economy pushed manufacturers towards smaller platforms and crossovers. Corporate bankruptcy restructuring eliminated entire divisions like Pontiac and Mercury. Strategic decisions by Ford and General Motors shifted resources away from traditional American sedans toward the crossover segment that dominated consumer marketing. None of these reasons were about what American customers actually wanted. They were about what American manufacturers decided to produce. The gap between those two things has never closed. The buyers searching for clean examples of these five vehicles today are not chasing nostalgia. They are trying to recover a category of American vehicle that the market used to serve and no longer does. That category included reliability, reparability, simplicity, and the specific driving character that rear-wheel drive, body-on-frame V8 sedans provided. The buyers who drove these cars for 20 years know exactly what they lost when the final production runs ended, and they have not accepted the replacements the manufacturers offered instead. The clean examples that remain are disappearing into the hands of buyers who understand what they represent. The prices are climbing, the supply is shrinking. 15 years after the last Lincoln Town Car rolled off the line, it is worth more than it was worth 5 years ago. The manufacturers killed these cars. The market did not kill the demand. The question most viewers have after watching this is straightforward. If these five vehicles are disappearing into private hands, where are they actually being found? And what should a buyer check before writing the check? That video is coming next.